okay, it's a paper cut. Like, come on, suck it up. But at the same time, you're like, okay, they're like 6 years old. They just want to be comforted. Like, it hurt.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. And we have a bunch of immigrants in our class too. And you can really tell just by like their social skills. Like, one kid doesn't know how to play. Like, at recess, he just walks around. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
So it's interesting figuring things out.
But you see, even in that whole spiel there was a sense of acknowledgement. Here's the lay of the land, and here's what could be, which involves patience in application.
Yep.
You know, like that whole sequence there is really important, and it takes a massive investment of energy. Oh, yeah. But you do it because you think it's worthwhile. I do it also because I think it's worthwhile.
Perfect.
Especially because it brings enrichment to others.
Yeah.
You know, it makes a really happy outcome.
Yep.
And that's compelling.
During my assessment, though, my prof was like, Raina, you're too energetic. And I was like, pardon? Not like in front of the kids, but you also have to take care of yourself, otherwise you'll be burnt out. Like, you can't constantly give them your 100%. Otherwise, you'll burn out, and then you won't be able to be there for them. And I was like, oh, but that's so hard.
Especially when you're at the outset and you're idealistic and you're like, I've got so much to give, right?
Yeah.
And they're saying something along the lines of, play the long game where you're going to survive at the end of it all.
Yeah. And teaching is such a demanding profession, I'm learning. Like, it just requires so much physical and emotional energy.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
You go home at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And lots of jobs, you go home and that's your day.
Yeah.
You go teaching, you go home and you're thinking about your kids. Okay, how did this lesson go?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if this kid's eating more. Did this kid get hurt at home?
Yeah.
Like, what can I do to help them?
Yeah.
So
It's not over. I hear you.
Which is why I see a psychologist, to make sure I'm okay.
That's good. I think it's worthwhile. I'm a big advocate for that with my followers as well.
Yep.
Question I would love for you to say no to, though. I'm not sure if I told you last time something that I do on this side when, like, I was mentioning this content that I put out there.
Okay.
I feature every once in a while one of my conversations in my Ubers. Yeah. And one time I'm like, oh, this is so rich, and I think it's accessible, appropriate, but I never do it without consent of my rider. I would love to feature even this conversation and things we're talking about. But again, even as I make that request, I want you to know a no answer is absolutely legitimate, because it's not everyone's jam to be on the internet that way.
I didn't say any names, right?
You didn't, no.
But you can post it.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have to make sure I didn't say anyone.
You didn't. And that's why I asked. I'm very careful when I'm listening and asking that request based on that too, so no worries. Do you feel comfortable signing off a consent form?
Yeah, sure, I can sign one off.
Sweet. Just have a quick look at that
one there.
What's
your social media, and then I'll follow
I will absolutely let you know. I'm getting my new business cards today, which meant, but I'll write it down for you, because I would be happy for you to find me and see what I do.
I like happy people.
Oh, thank you.
I think we need more people who are happy and like talking.
And that's why I do what I do, is because I'll tell you, the people that watch my content, I think they're usually inspired. They're inspired of what could be, you know? They're like, this is really, really like where I want to end up. And so that gives me a lot of purpose to say, I want to keep doing this, you know, because I want to encourage them towards that end.
Postal code. Oh gosh.
So I'm going to give you one of my friend's cards here.
Okay.
So this is not me on the one side, it's on the other side. Until I get mine, at least.
And today's date is March 5th. 21. There we go.
So, that's my name there.
Okay.
And that's my handle at YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. All those
I will do Instagram.
Awesome.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I still don't understand it.
I understand that.
I feel so old saying that.
So thrilled to see you again, my dear.
Nice to see you too. Maybe I'll see you again.
I hope so.
Have a good day.
You too, my dear. It's Friday. Yay.
Yes.